I have the privilege of asking, in Bill Young's absence, the man who has served as his vice chairman on the Defense Appropriations Subcommittee, the Honorable Rodney Frelinghuysen, United States Representative from New Jersey, to receive the award on behalf of the Young family and say a few words, if you would, as well. If I may, I will read the citation, and General, ask you to come on up, sir, if you would, please. Present the award as I do so. The Keeper of the Flame Award recognizes individuals who devote their public careers to the defense of freedom here at home and its expansion throughout the world. The award both acknowledges the past contributions of its recipients and reminds others who share their commitment to liberty of the work yet to be done. Thank you very much.
Beautiful words, Jim. I happened to be at that orphanage with the Youngs on that congressional trip. And boy, it means a lot to see the product of love and care that the Youngs represented and the Wests represented. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that Bill Young wished to be here tonight. And early last week, he was bound to determine, no matter the state of his health, which was not good, to be present and accounted for. He did not want to disappoint you by being a no-show. He asked me to be here in his stead, which indeed is an honor. As some of you know, Bill Young was not into attending evening events, receptions, or dinners. He was rarely seen on the District of Columbia or Washington circuit, but he wanted to be here. I can tell you that. First, because of the prestigious honor that you were to bestow on him and Beverly as an organization dedicated to promoting peace through strength. But secondly, because he was intensely loyal, as we've heard, to Randy West, one of his best friends, a relationship that he held dear. Tonight you've heard testimony and tributes to a wonderful man, the eloquent words of General Jones, a good friend of Bill and Beverly's as well. In the days ahead, you'll hear more, all earned, all deserved. I had the privilege of sitting next to Bill in the back of the House chamber and on the House Defense Appropriations Committee for a number of years. There was never a kinder man, always gracious, well-humored, and accommodating to both freshmen and veterans alike. And he was likewise to all members of the service, irregardless of rank. Certainly he traveled with the general officers, but on more occasions than I can ever mention, he always made sure that every young man and woman in uniform was held close to both of their breaths. As you're well aware, both Beverly and Bill were incredibly loyal to our soldiers, to all of our servicemen and women. Whether at the old Walter Reed or Bethesda or Landstuhl in Germany, on travel abroad or at home, they were fiercely loyal. And you know, for those of you who knew the Youngs, you know how fiercely loyal they were. Perseverance would be a kind way to describe their determination to help the wounded or soldiers in need. They were driven to lend a hand, often to pay their bills, to challenge unreasonable Department of Defense or Veterans Administration rules and regulations on their behalf, to look after their families, those families left behind by service members who were serving multiple deployments abroad, and to repay those heroes for their service and sacrifice, often out of their own pockets. Bill would often say, "Beverly's impoverishing me." But he supported her and supported soldiers when they needed help the most. The chairman's lifetime mission was his commitment to fight for those who fight for us, to ensure our national defense through the annual appropriations process with bipartisan support. On behalf of Beverly, sons Rob, Billy, Patrick, and the entire Young family. I thank the Center for Security Policy for this high honor and accept it on behalf of Chairman Bill Young, a true keeper of the flame. Thank you.
I just can't properly express my appreciation to those who've spoken, both Chairman Rogers, Chairman Frelinghuysen, and General Jones, as well as the invocation. This is indeed a tribute that I would have been delighted to provide to the chairman in his earlier incarnation. We feel his presence here tonight, and I appreciate all of you being part of the celebration of his extraordinary life.